Common is here today, everybody. Hey!
What up, Ed?
It's
Great to see you.
Yo, I haven't seen you in so long. You put a book out. You got an album coming Friday.
Yes, I'm excited, man. Life is good.
Yeah, you're just, you got a good career, man.
Yo, we got a good career.
We got good
careers. All I can say is I'm grateful, and I'm steadily working to grow. I want to be better every time. So this book is really about that.
Yeah. I was proud of you. You were very vulnerable and shared a lot. I mean, that you, of course, but it takes a lot to, you know what I mean? That's not just something that happens.
Nah, I mean, especially, growing up south side of Chicago, growing up in hip hop, it's not like to talk about molestation is already something you're like, whoa, especially, the situation I talked about it in is like, man, I didn't know how it was going to be received, but I had to live in my truth at a certain point. And to talk about therapy too, for me was something that I really honestly just took it upon myself to say, hey, even if, that ain't necessarily what you hear brothers talking about a lot, I got to go out there and just be a leader in that thought process, because it's helpful to life to find your truth and to also work on yourself. And if I can help people, and even if some people looking like, man, why are you talking about that? I think in the long run, it could be more beneficial.
How has the reception been? Have you met people who have really
I've
needed to hear that from you?
Oh, man, I've had so many people in book signings, even after concerts I've had couples come up to me and a wife be like, man, he's starting therapy now after he read your book, or and I've had dudes be like, man, what happened to you when you was younger and being molested happened to me, and I thank you for saying that, because I used to be afraid to talk about it.
That's incredible.
But what happened, Angie, too, for me was I was going to visit a lot of prisons in California, and I was meeting a lot of people who were doing life without parole, and many of the people I met was they had been abused when they was young. And I realized that was a cycle that was happening in the black and brown community that we never talk about, that ends up becoming a violent thing for some people, and their lives is thrown away. So I was like, man, I gotta be a soldier in this at some point.
Were you scared? Night before release?
I didn't, the crazy part is just to show you how dreamy I am. I talked about molestation about a few pages in the book, and I was like, I didn't think that was gonna be the immediate thing.
Come on.
The first interview I did, I was like, they went right in. It was with Robin Roberts. She was like, be ready. I was like, okay, that let me know right there. But during the interview, I hadn't even prepared. I was speaking my truth, and I felt good. I felt like I'm more myself than I ever been, and not like I've been I was being fake before, but when you learn things about you. Also,
when you say things out loud and it's okay, you're like, oh, everything I do is okay,
right,
kind of. Because somebody's relating to it.
Exactly.
I did a memoir too, so then I would do all these signings, and I would meet people, and they connect to the weirdest parts that I would think nobody's going to connect to that part. Somebody connects to something. It's a dope.
But you feel good when you like
100%. But then you feel like, I was wondering about this when I saw that for you, because for me, there were certain highlights that I knew people are going to, she had a fight with this person, or she accidentally tried crack one time. Those things, I knew those were going to come up, but then also there was other stories, and I was like, but what about that story? That was really important to me, and nobody's talking about
Nobody
that.
bring that up. Yeah, they, like you said,
I was
they're going to go
wondering if you had one or two of those. I was wondering if there was some things that you're like, yo, that was a dope story. It was important to me, and nobody really, because they got caught up in the headlines.
Yeah, I mean, I really was more honestly, I kind of realized after the first interviews that I might be talking about that a lot. I think me talking about let me be real. I didn't think people was going to be like, okay, well, what's your process of writing after they really found out about the things, and me talking about therapy. So it was the story about my daughter, actually, I talked about in the book. I talk about how Amoye, my daughter, called me late one night and confronted me about she didn't think I was a good father in these areas, and that it gave me that broke me. It hurt me, and I was being defensive at first, and I talk about that, and that was something that I felt like I didn't know it would be a big topic of conversation, but it became a big topic. And I actually wrote a song about it on the album. It's called Show Me That You Love. And that being said, it was like, I was talking about it because I was talking about, you know what, love is something that you have to, even if I felt like I was being a good father, if she didn't feel that, I got to honor that and hear that from her.
And by the way, how healthy of her and dope of her to be able to communicate that to you.
Yo, let me tell you, that was one of the best things for our relationship, that she was, because we just grew, our relationship grew better after that, because she didn't have to hide. Like, one of the worst things that we can do in life is hide from our feelings. And I think she didn't have to hide from those feelings anymore. And she was able to, like you said, to be able to, I mean, it's things I haven't confronted my mother about, you know, as an adult man, that I felt like, man, that was great that you was able to do that. And, you know, we was able to work through it. We did a joint therapy session together. She brought that to me, like, yo, we should do this before this book come out.
She's dope, by the way.
Yeah,
I want to be her friend.
Yeah.
I like healthy people.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I love healthy people. That's
so good. So you wrote a song about it. It's on the album.
Yeah,
album comes out Friday.
It comes out Friday, and the song is "Show Me That You Love," and it's with this artist named Samora Penderhughes, and Jill Scott is on the song too, and it's really just, you know, this whole music is, the album is just something. It's a exploration into like the soul of, like, I wanted to make music that was like Marvin Gaye mixed with Gang Starr mixed with Radiohead, meaning just like progressive soulful music that had hip hop to it. So that song has that element. Yeah.
And it comes out Friday. The album drops Friday.
Yeah.
You were performing last night. Some clips or photos came out of you at Black Girl Rock. I know we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Or were they not going to show? When does it drop?
It comes out September 8th.
Oh, it's around the corner.
Yeah, it's around the corner.
So did you perform something from the album?
Yeah, I performed something from the album, and then I got to do another song, the Light, which was
with Erykah. And now all the blogs are saying y'all back together. Y'all so cute.
Yo, let me tell you, it was pretty, like, it was surreal in a way when we were performing. Actually, the first rehearsal that we did,
she put that voodoo on you, back on you.
I was looking. Hey, my team was like, they was like, you are not looking Erykah in her eyes. I was like, it was something rapping that song, because that song, The Light, was like, it was written for her to a certain degree. It was like a lot of things that I wrote about was like the aspiration of us being together. So to be rapping that song and her right there, like however many years later, it's like, wait, this is crazy. And I wasn't trying to look too much in the eyes.
She'll take you down. She's gonna take you down, Carmen.
Yeah, but you know, it was all good. She, you know, we still really close, and just, I got a lot of love for her. You know, I'm dating somebody now.
Oh,
so
she must not have loved that performance.
Well, yeah, she ain't get to see it yet, but yeah. And you know, it was all good. She know that you know, we gonna always be. You know how you got people in your life that you always connected to. They may not be romantically, but you still got that, you know, that connection. That's just, Erykah's like family to me at this point. Like, just all the things we experienced, the love we got for each other, and she does have that thing, you know. But all that being said, it's great. You know, I'm happy in the relationship. So
yeah,
you gotta be able to balance things and know, like, okay, yeah, this person, I love this person, but this ain't the person for my relationship life. Yeah.
Right. That's gonna go over here.
Yeah.
So you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. It's
Good.
like, I think being able to, like, go through situations where I didn't do good in relationships, and a lot of that, some of that was my responsibility. And like, after repeating that, being like, man, what am I doing wrong? And working on self, like I'm saying, I'm able to come to a relationship more like whole. Like, yo, this is where I am with it. This is what I'm looking for. And things change, then let's communicate. I'm real honest with myself.
Does that therapy help you do that?
Therapy helped me to do that. Help me to be like, all right, some of the stuff I'm putting on this person is really stuff from my childhood, baggage I'm carrying. This ain't that person. And then, you know, and also to assess, like, to be able to say the things that I really want and communicate those things, and not always, and also be able to take situations when I'm stressed out about something and not make it about them. Like they might not even be doing nothing wrong, but you could take the stresses of your day and put that on the relationship.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Especially somebody you who's so ambitious, and when you're locked into something, you're probably really locked into it.
Man, that was part of my thing was like the way I work on music and film is like I give my whole heart and soul to it. I give it all. So I was always feeling like, man, I can't be in no relationship and be the creator I want to be. Like my dreams, I always felt like those relationships at some point would interfere with the dreams. But then you recognize, like, oh, that's something you're telling yourself because that may have happened at some point. And that was on me to be like, okay, this is the boundaries. And you do want that aspect of life. I want that aspect of love and relationship.
So are you better now? Are you like a better boyfriend now?
Yeah, I'm a better boyfriend. I'm a better boyfriend. Like,
good for her.
Yeah. So
do we know her? Is she famous?
Yeah, you know her too, because she told me to tell you what's up.
Who is this? I know her?
Angela Rye.
I heard that you were dating a while ago, but I didn't know that this was like an ongoing thing.
Yeah, we dated, and then it kind of. I had to get myself together. She's a smart cookie, and she's a strong cookie.
She's a strong, smart cookie.
Yeah, but she's good people and like really a good balance and fun too.
Yeah.
I need people. I need a partner who's fun because we go, we go out there and do the work and like we constantly. I'm living out the things I'm passionate about, but so many times I'm talking about things that's going on in the world, the serious things of life. So I just need somebody too that's like, man, we could just talk and have fun and just
and not be serious all the time, because she's very passionate about what's going on in the world and doing the work and all of that.
For sure.
I can see the two of you, by the way, going down that rabbit hole of like, everything's fucked up. We
have
to fix everything.
Yeah, but I'll be like, yo, we got it. We ain't gonna be on that too long. Them fools over there doing that, let's do what we got to do.
She's a dope girl. That makes me happy for you.
Yeah, she's a dope woman, definitely.
Yeah, she's really dope.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see this. This is gonna go good. This is gonna go good. This is great.
Let's put that energy out there.
You're a better man now.
Yes.
You've done therapy.
Yes.
She's super smart and strong.
Yeah,
you need that.
Yeah, and she works on herself too, which that's the thing that I was. One of the things that I felt, another reason why I went out there and was just like, let me just talk about where I am in life, is because as artists and people, public figures, we naturally, you get to see our best sides all the time. And I think, when we still working on ourselves, we still go through the anxiety and fears and different things that everybody go through. And I think it's good for other people to see you going through that, because then they're like, oh, I can do something in life and be great. And, even though I went through these things, or even though I still experience these things. Because I remember when we were working on the film Selma, and the more we learned about Martin Luther King, I'm like, yo, Martin Luther King was, he was doing, like, he wasn't perfect.
Right.
And it was like, man, this is one of my heroes, but he wasn't perfect. And I needed to know that. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have now, it's like it becomes the image of what we've made.
It's
a version of him that we created.
Yeah.
Not to take away from the amazing things he did, but we just create this version that's, we do that to people when they pass and they're gone. And but nobody was perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Malcolm wasn't perfect, for sure.
My uncles, my dad. Man, that was one of the things I love about my father. He would be like, man, I was doing this. I was on dope. I was blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, man, I respect him for that, for telling me. It's the same way I'm talking about a better relationship. It's like the more the truth came out, the better our relationship was. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Friday, album comes out for everybody, and there's a tour too, right? You going on tour?
I'm touring right now. Like, it's called the Let Love Tour, and I'm out there with an artist named Moo Fresh, Mamouna Youssef, and also Rhapsody is doing a couple shows with us, and man, the tour is like, she's dope. So the tour, I'm performing it. It's like music and theater. Like, I put together a show. I worked with a theater director by the name of Woye Tempo, and two writers, and we came together with this concept where it's like, it's monologues and dialogue, and then it goes into songs, and then goes into another piece of the set where it's like, it's just theater, and I'm super geeked about it because I've been wanting to do theater like for a long time as an actor.
I have to see. This is like not any rap show that we go to.
No, it's
There's
not
no
like
theater.
any.
But when you say theater, is it like?
Yeah, it has drama, but it's not overacting. You know?
Okay, all right.
I'm not out there like, yo, let down my hair, like super dramatic. I'm not doing that, but
it's an experience.
it's an experience. Like that's
Dope.
It's something where it has stories. I love storytelling. That's what and the story comes through some of the monologues. The story comes through different actions that I do as an actor, and then the story comes through the songs. And I think, for me, just being an artist, I always wanted to elevate my performance. I don't just want to be up there just rapping. Like, I just don't. I want to do other things to make the show be an experience.
And also, you have all this. You have these chops now. You might as well use them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's using the chops, and it's setting it up to one day, take this show and other stuff to Broadway. So I'm working on that.
I see that.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah, that's coming.
All right.
That's coming.
That'll
I'll be here
dope.
in New York. I love being here in New York, just working in theater and going back to my Brooklyn place and loving New York. I love New York.
And then you and Angela will settle down. You'll get a place.
Yeah.
I'm
Life
putting this
will
in
be
the air
good.
for you. I feel
Thanks
like
for writing the story.
I'm putting it out for you. You know what I mean? I'm putting it in the air for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to know that people need to know?
No, we good. I'm grateful to just see you and see what
it's always good to
doing.
see you.
And I wanna come on your show.
I know we tried to get you for season 1. We're gonna definitely get you for season 2. We do talk about you in season 1.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, I interviewed Ice Cube. I don't want to give too much away, but we discussed that little thing that you had, and also the Farrakhan meeting.
Yeah, we got to talk about.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to get your take in season 2. But good to see you, baby.
Great to
Album
see
out
you.
Friday. We'll see you on Broadway soon.
On Broadway.
Tell Angie we love her. We love this. This is great.
Yes. Good stuff. Great stuff.
This is
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yes.
One time for comment, everybody. It's 105.1.